Hey, what's going on? Veloz Running coming at you with episode 4 of my wife's marathon training journey. We have no idea what week we're on of our training. It's 9, 10, 11. I have no idea. We've lost count. All we know is we've been putting in the work, putting in the runs. We've been doing easy runs, medium runs, tempo runs, long runs, 2 more 5Ks in the books. And another PR, another huge PR for Rosie, so that's going really well. And then I had to take her training to the next level, so I had to add the speed workouts.
I feel the need for speed.
We've done track workouts, hill workouts. It's getting real, it's getting serious. She's getting mad. We need prayer because I'm bringing the pain and I'm dropping the hammer. Hey, what's going on? Matthew and Rosie here. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back to our channel. And if you're joining us for the very first time, welcome to Veloz Running, where we talk about all things running, the good, the bad, the funny, and anything that has to do with running. And as always, please help us grow our channel. So subscribe to our channel, ring the bell, hit the like button, share it with everybody. And as I stated before, we have no idea where we are as far as the training, what week we're on. We just know we've just been running a lot, and we're tired. We're tired. But
Me too.
It's barely. We just started too. We're already tired. But and we have to go till December. The race is not until December. But we've done a lot. We're doing a lot every week. And there was just so much going on these past few weeks. We had spring break and we had family, a whole bunch of events. You can't stop life, and y'all know how that is. Life happens, weekends happen, things happen all the time, and so we're trying to schedule our runs around everything that's happening, but we're putting it in where we can, and so we're still running. So we're doing three runs, a 45-minute run on Mondays, and then I think we do another one on Thursday, an easy run on Thursday. We do track workouts on Wednesday. That's what we started. That's what we, again, like I said, we started adding the track workouts. So we're doing track workouts on Wednesday, and then the long runs on Fridays. And that's where we started adding. Now you're up to mile 6.
We do long runs on Saturdays.
What'd I say?
Friday.
Sorry, Friday, not Friday. We don't do anything on Friday. We eat on Friday. we do long runs on Saturday, and she's already up to 6 miles. And so, how does that feel?
It's the best. Love it.
You remember when you started, you couldn't, you were doing 3 miles when you started, but you've like doubled the mileage already. And you've done it at least two or three times already. You've done 6 milers. I'm not in a hurry to get the mileage, to build the mileage. I'm not trying to get her hurt. We've got a long ways to go. And so right now we're just building slowly, but we finally went up to that 6 mile run. It took about an hour and a half. We weren't doing it fast. We went to Town Lake. Beautiful. Y'all need, if anybody's ever in the Austin area, y'all need to go to Town Lake and run that route. It's beautiful out there, the water, and then you're running on dirt, so it's soft. And then there's water everywhere. You don't have to take water. There's water everywhere, and then it's just, like I said, it's just beautiful. You just get distracted, and it's cool to go out there.
I actually miss my bike.
Yeah, that's where we used to go for me. When I was training for marathons, she would ride her bike along with me,
Yes.
but now she has to actually run it, and
Yes.
because of that. Like so I want to keep an eye on her, because this is all new to her. She's running long. So what we do is there's a 4-mile loop we park under the Mopac. It's called the Mopac Bridge, where the Austin High School is, and then we run all the way to the other bridge. And towards that is actually 2 miles, but the loop is a 4-mile loop. And so what she does is she runs one way and I run the other way so that I can see her as we run like that. And I run into her several times. And I just keep looping until she's done, and that way I can always keep an eye on her to make sure she's okay. But how do you feel? How do you feel now that you're up to 6 miles? Did you think you would ever make the 6 miles?
The first time it was a little rough, but running it slow, just remembering to take my time, but to get into it and go slow. Yeah. I was able to run the whole thing.
Yeah, and she did, and like I said, she's done it 3 times already. All right, so the other thing that I had to add, as I said, I had to take the training to the next level. We put in quite a bit of weeks of running and just trying to do those easy runs, but it's time to take it to the next level, and so I had to add the speed workouts, the track workouts. I had to add the in-hill workouts, right? So we started going to the track. And what's cool about it is where we do our track workouts is where our oldest son, our middle child, oldest son, that's his middle school. That's where he went to middle school. So it's kind of cool to go back there and hang out. But we started off, I want to start easy, but all we were trying to do is get some leg turnover, trying to get her legs going faster instead of...
Stop making fun of my legs.
Because, you know, she knows she's slow. I'm not making fun of her. She knows she's slow. She's slower than a three-legged turtle pulling a trailer. Okay, but we're not here trying to win the race. We're trying to just train to get faster and finish the marathon. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to accomplish. We're not trying to.
At a reasonable time.
Yeah, before it gets dark. Okay, starts at 8, and we're trying to just before. That's all I'm asking her. Can we just do this before it gets dark? And get it done. So we're trying to get some leg turnover because my wife is not fast at anything. She's not in a hurry to go anywhere. So everything is she's just on her own clock. It's fine. She moves to the beat of her own drum.
I love it.
Yeah. Yes. and we're not. And I don't. We got to move fast. So I'm just trying to get some turnover on her and move her legs. What's up, everybody? We are here at the first track workout of, you can see the track, first track workout of the year. How do you feel? See that? Yep, it's time to put in the work and feel a little bit of the pain. So what we started with was just to try to get her to run hard on the straightaways. So she was running the straightaways at faster than 5K pace. Whatever her 5K pace is, she just needed to push it a little bit faster than that. And then we did a running recovery where she ran the turn just slower. And then when she got to the other straightaway, you ran hard again. Yes. And she pushed it again and again. It had to feel uncomfortable, and there had to be a huge difference between both those runs. And she did 5 laps of that. 5 laps. So that's a 1.25 miles of just sprinting the straightaways, 100-meter straightaways. So how did you feel when you first did that and you started having to push?
At the beginning, it is hard because you're wanting to take off. I feel like I'm already slow enough, and when I was trying to push it, I felt like I was slower, but I was actually running a little bit faster on that first lap. And as I got to the second one, I slowed down a little bit. Yeah. And so it was happening every single lap. Except for the 5th one. I felt like I was able to push it a little bit more. Yeah. I don't know.
No, that's good. Yeah, and just like with everybody, you just got to learn your body because, you know, you can't burn the purpose of these workouts is to run them evenly. You can't put it all on that first one and then you're dying at the last one. So that comes with practice. That just comes with running and just doing it over and over so you can feel and know your speed, what that is. And so, but she did it. We worked out, and we actually, when we got there, we obviously we ran I think we ran like a half. It was about 10 minutes, so she ran about half a mile. I ran a mile to warm up, to stretch out, and then we did that, and then we did another half a mile, I think, to cool down. So it works. And then the following week we went to the track again, and we upped it up a little bit, and she did 200-meter sprints. So again, we got there, warmed up, stretched out, did all our workouts, stretch outs, and then she did the 200-meter sprint, same thing at faster than 5K pace, and then she got 200 to cool down or to try to recover, and then another 200. So that one, I think we only did 4 of those because that is a little bit longer and harder. So I actually stopped and I was doing my workout. I forgot what I think I was doing 800s. And I saw her, so I ended up stopping and running a 200 with her, actually a couple of laps I ran with you just to kind of pace her a little bit. So how did you feel on those 200s? It obviously was a lot longer.
It is longer, and it is a little bit harder just because you're going out further. But the first one, I was feeling really good. Yeah. I was able to run, pretty fast. Yeah. And then I think you went out too fast the first one. Yes. And then by the time I got to the 3rd and 4th one, I wore myself out. Yeah. One thing that, again, she's learning her body, learning how to pace herself.
But the other thing right now, as she does this, is I'm telling her to trust those numbers. You know, I'm giving her a pace to try to hit and hold on, not to always go on feeling, because your feelings will, you know, they'll lie to you, especially in a race. You know, everybody knows that you take off, you feel like you can just take off, and then the next thing you know, you're burnt out. And so you got to trust those numbers so that we can make it to that fifth lap and do it strong. So, but again, she did it. I think we did 4 of those. We did the workouts, we did the cool downs, and we have fun, and we're doing it. So that's the addition. And then the other thing that we added, and this is where she was mad, I think, at the track too. She was mad, but I think I really got her mad when I took her to the hills. All right, we're here. Today's workout is hill repeats, and it's windy a little bit, but we're gonna climb up this hill many times, and this one's gonna hurt a little bit, but we're ready to Capital 10K in about a week, in about 10 days, and the first 5K of that 10K is a lot of hills, a lot of climbing. So besides the fact that this is just a good workout, it strengthens your legs, makes you stronger, helps you work on your form. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna have a good time. You ready? She doesn't want to do this. What do you think?
I'm not listening to you. You're crazy.
She did 4 up and 4 down. 4 up and 4. Well, actually 5. Well, we did one just to warm up, to go see it so she can get a feel of it, and then all the way down. 4 of those was actually 5 of those up and downs was 2 miles, and so she did 4. So that was, I think, a mile and 3/4, almost 2 miles. But yeah, so we went up there and we took off, and she had to run hard all the way up that hill, and then she recovered on the way down, and we just kept going up and down, and that one will test your faith. That one will check to see if you really
your attitude.
Yeah. I could see every lap she was losing it, and I wanted to help come run next to her, but I was scared. Because I could see every time she was going up, when she was coming down, she was just getting more mad and ooh, yeah, but it's part of the way. It was strong.
But I really liked it. I love it.
I love the hills.
I really liked doing the hills because it does make you stronger. But it was difficult. Yeah. It was hard.
Yeah, the first time she went up, I thought she was gonna pass out on the way back down, because we took off together, and then on the way down I obviously passed her, and on the way I was going back up to the second one when she was coming down, and I thought she was just gonna pass out.
But you made me do something more than what I was expecting to do.
Well, we gotta go to the next level. That's what this is. We had to go to the next level. And one of the reasons we train in hills, I gotta get her to train in hills, is because Miss Jennifer, for the love of go, I got off the couch.com. All her races have mountains in them. You know, I didn't know Kyle, where we live here in this town, had all these hills, but every race has a hill in it, and so we gotta get ready for those, and we train for those. But not only that, it helps you with your cadence. It helps you with your form, and it strengthens you. It's just because you gotta, and if you don't know, if you don't pray, you'll be praying halfway through that workout, which she was. But yeah, we went up and down, and we got it done, and it was good, and it hurt, and it's just good. It's a good workout. It's a good workout. All right. So the other thing that we added was the 5Ks. We've done 2 more 5Ks. Since our last video, and the first 5K we did was the St. Patty's Day 5K run in Green, Texas. I don't know if y'all been to Green, Texas, but if you can, you need to check that out. It's a beautiful little town. It was right by a river, it was I think if we remember correctly, it was a month ago. It was hilly. It was muggy. It was wet. It was drizzling pretty heavy, and I think it was during spring break because my son was here. Our son was here, and he ran with us, and he came down for spring break, and so we had a really good time. So check this out. All right, we are at the St. Patty's Day 5K in Green, Texas. Beautiful. They got the grill going over there. The grill is going right here. Getting ready. We're about 5 minutes away from the start. I think they're already getting into the chute, so we're fixing to get in there. Babe, how do you feel today? Tired. We're both a little tired. We've had a long week. A lot of things going on. This is spring break, so you know how that goes. But we're here. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna run and get a workout in. All right, babe. 3-mile workout. 3-mile workout. You can do this. I'll come back for you, okay? All right, so here we are in the chute getting ready. My son, he came down for spring break, so he's able to run with us. And so we're probably a few minutes, about 3 or 4 minutes away from the start of the race.
On your mark, get set, let's go.
And then here we go. We get to start. We're taking off. You can see it's kind of wet. My son takes off as he usually does, and here we go in the start. It's an out and back, and we're in this parking lot. So we go out to this parking lot and then head on out into this neighborhood, and then just turn right back around. All right, we just finished the St. Patty's Day 5K hilly course. Whew. And now we're going back for, way to go. Going back for mom, bringing her in. So here we go, little cool down. A lot of runners still coming in. All right, babe. Less than a mile to go. You got this. Got this. All right, here's where I came back. My son and I came back for you. How are you feeling here?
Tired.
Tired?
I know that there was a couple of hills on there, so it was pretty rough for me.
Yeah, and I remember this lady up in front of you here. There, she does the walking and running. There's a lot of people that do that, which is pretty cool. That I can't do that, but there she goes. She's taking off again, and you've been chasing her for a while, but she walks and runs, and so here we're probably about a half a mile out here. So there she is. She's up in front of you. So how are you feeling here?
Just trying to get my breath, trying to take that last breath and recuperate before I get to the finish line, so I can push it just a little bit more.
Here we go in the parking lot, trying to get in here. We're in the parking lot, so right here again where I was at, so we're probably about 150 meters.
But usually that happens.
Yeah.
The last mile, you can catch your breath. And
now here's what I want you to see, where those 100-meter workouts, the 200-meter workouts, here's where it comes in, why we do it and where it comes in. Remember that lady was in front of you, and there she is. And now your body and your mind is saying, I can do that 100-meter sprint that you've been doing, or the 200-meter sprint. When you're hurting, when you're suffering, that's what it is. This is why we train, for this moment right here. And look what you did. You ended up catching her. How did you feel there?
I was happy to see the
happy to see the finish line, not the lady, but the finish line. So so here we go. We did it. We get a good run. She wasn't too happy there.
But I never stopped.
No, you didn't stop at all. You did good. But yeah, smile for the camera. There you go. Now what they had was, like, for St. Patty's Day, they had green sausage wraps. Well, the sausage wasn't green, but the tortillas were green.
Yes.
And they were really, really good. I think I took a few home too. Also, they were really good. So we had a really good time. And then my son, he was hurt actually. He had been hurt and hadn't been able to train really well. But he ended up getting first in his age group too. I think he came second overall in the race. So he did really well, considering he was hurt. Really cool medal. Little St. Patty's Day medal. And then I was able to, it was a surprise, but I ended up getting first in my age group.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. We both ended up getting a medal. All right. So that was really cool. It was really fun. We had a really good time at that race, and got to run with a lot of friends, and it was just another one in the book. As I've always said, I think one of the best training runs that you can do is actually join a race, and just see where you are. You get to push yourself. You got the adrenaline flowing. You get to run with people. So if you get a chance, sign up for a 5K. Don't be afraid. Even if you walk it, just get in it. Do whatever you have to do to finish it. It's a lot of fun. You're not alone, and at the very least, it was a 5K workout. You can go home and say I worked out today and did a 5K, and it was fun. So if you can join. But the other 5K we did was the Chapa 5K. And what was cool about this one is this one was actually at our youngest child, which is our youngest son, where he went to middle school, and we go there every year to run that one. And they always have it. It's an 80s theme, so you get to dress up in the 80s. I'm an 80s child. So we had a good time. We went out and run. Now, and then this one has some hills. It has some hills, and so rough. Yeah, it starts off on a hill. It just starts off on a hill. There's a hill in the middle. There's a huge hill at the end. But we had a really good time. So check this out. All right, it's March 23rd, early Saturday morning. We are at the Chapa 5K, 5th 5K of the year. Ooh, number 5 already. So
more than I've ever done.
Yes, and we don't know how we're gonna do this as far as time and speed. We're not worried about that. We're just gonna come out here and have fun, have a good time. So we're about to go get our packet and then start warming up. But here we are. You ready?
Ready.
All right, let's do this. All right, so here we are. We're getting there to the race. It's early in the morning, and we're getting there. As you can see, I'm walking, and she's running.
I'm trying to keep up with you.
So we get there. Everywhere I walk, she's running just to stay up with me. Again, this is the school where our youngest son went to school. Now we're in the chute. We're getting ready. So coming over here to see Rosie as she's getting ready and prepared to run. 5 minutes away. Do it. She doesn't look happy because she knows the course already. She ran it last year, walk it last year. Today she's trying to run it all the way. And so here we go. We're getting started.
I actually felt good.
Yes, you did.
Started,
you did good.
So
I'm fixing to tell him.
Good.
Yeah, I'm fixing to tell him how good it was for you. But here we are. We're getting started. All the kids are running, as you know. Everybody. I'm just trying to get out of the way. It was a beautiful morning too. The weather was just perfect. And here we are. We're trying. Here I am coming back already. I know it cut through a lot, but just getting back in here. I'm finishing up the course, finishing up my 5K, trying to kick it in, trying to finish strong. I wasn't trying to go really hard. I was just trying to use it as a tempo run and just run steady. All right, you can see it was really hilly. I just finished my 5K. Going back for Rosie. Try to bring her in. But it was a hilly course. It was tough. It was rough. But I'm glad it's over. No one left behind. Gotta go back and get him. Good job, babe. You're right there. Almost over. Less than a mile. All right, so here we are. Less than a mile to go, except that this less than a mile to go was uphill. So, and I can see you were struggling a little bit here. You were hurting. Here, this turn right here is where the climb starts. It's actually going to climb here, this last block. How are you feeling here? I was trying to give you a little pace, trying to keep you going. But you were pushing pretty good though. I was surprised. And now here's where the last giant hill is. You make it to the top of the hill there, and then there's about a 400 meter.
It just seems like
yeah, it's never ending.
It just seemed like it never ended. Like it was just going further and further away from me.
We're trying to make it up climbing up this hill, and here we are. We're finally to the top. Finally, you can see she's puffing and puffing. Ooh, yeah. And now we finally make it to the parking lot, and here she is. Here you are, kicking it in. So. Pretty good. Finishing. Now she was actually coming down. You were coming down faster. You can see that your pacer was 11:30, 11:20 pace. Right, you're finishing strong. So you finished really strong, even though it was probably one of the hardest 5K so far. Hills.
It was really hard.
You finished really good. Good job, man. That was a rough one. That's a tough one. All right, we just finished the Chapa 5K. It's got an 80s theme, so everybody's dressed up in 80s. 80s music. I'm an 80s guy, so it's one of my favorite races. It was hilly.
It was very hilly.
It started off on a hill. There was a hill in the middle, and then ended up on a hill. But we don't have the official times, but I think it was pretty good as far as Rosie. I don't know about mine, but when we came in, it looked pretty good. But how do you feel?
I think I quit like 4 times,
Yeah, me too.
and I'm so happy we're done.
Yeah. But
It was good.
it's good. It's a good
I finished
training. Another good training run. Another hill workout with a speed workout all together.
Never stopped.
Never stopped. Never stopped. Never
once.
stopped. It's okay to slow down.
Good.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Well, we did it. We did it. Now we're gonna celebrate. We gotta eat some good stuff. I don't know what we're gonna eat, but it's gonna be good. But good job. Good job. All right. We did it. Another 5K in the books.
That's
This-
more than what I've ever done.
This one hurt. This one hurt, but they've all been hurting lately. You're faster this week than your last race. I gotta check it out, but official results will come in later. But how do you feel? Tell the world how you
Good.
feel.
I feel good right now. Seriously. I'm just glad it's over.
Yeah. Another one in the books. We did it. All right, so we did it. We did 2 5Ks, and what we found out later, once I checked the numbers, is that she had a 24-second PR. So you were 24 seconds faster, which was really cool. So now you're down to 42:12. So that's a big improvement. And I really believe that if this had not been a hilly course, she probably would have gone on to 42. I think she would have made up the 12 seconds. But we're scheduled to run another 5K, several more 5Ks, and as soon as we get to a flat course, I think she's going to go under. I think you'll go under 42 no matter what, because you've been putting in the work. All right, time for question of the day. So the question of the day is, what is your go-to drink or go-to food or whatever snack before a race or before a run? I know a lot of people, some people tell me that I see a lot of runners, they get up in the morning and drink coffee before a run. I couldn't do that. I wouldn't make it through the run. I'd get the runs. That's what
I would
have.
actually like to try it and see what that does.
Yeah, and I know some people do. Well, some people just love coffee, but some people probably do it for the caffeine. I can't do that. I can't. It'll mess up my stomach. So I'll drink like a.
And do they drink it black?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
do they
add the
add the
sugar,
cream, or-
cream? Yeah. So,
That's a
but what
question.
is your go-to drink? Do you drink? I'll drink a Gatorade. I'll drink some juice. Obviously water. And then maybe something light. I like maybe some toast with some peanut butter, some honey. But light, I can't really eat a lot. Even when I do the marathons, maybe some oatmeal. Oatmeal is I have a. And then even some of those gels, I've tried some gels that have messed up my stomach. I love the honey stingers because they're really light on my stomach, soft on my stomach, easy on my stomach, I should say.
Yeah.
But what is the go-to drink, go-to meal, go-to snack? What is it that you eat before a race, before a long run, but specifically for a race? Because we want to know, we want to learn, what's out there. What are y'all doing? What do you recommend, by the way? What do you recommend that has really helped you? That'll help us get through those races. So question of the day, what do you eat? What do you drink before a race? All right, so thank you so much for your time, for joining us. We got several more 5Ks coming up. We got the Capital 10,000 coming up. So we got a lot more things going on. And obviously we're gonna keep running, going to keep hitting the hills and
Yay.
making more hills and more track workouts. And we're gonna start, I'm making those track workouts, they're gonna get even harder. But they're working. We're gonna keep doing it. And as always, please subscribe to our channel. Help us grow this channel. Subscribe, ring the bell, hit the like button, share. And remember, you're on this earth with a purpose, for a purpose. There's a gift in you. You're important. You're valuable. And connect with us. We'll connect with you, and let's run together. Take care. Be blessed.